biggest story of the day, but the Lingayat Pontiff of the influential Murugha Mutt in Karnataka, Shivamurthy Murugha Sharanuru, has now been taken into custody as he was arrested late on Thursday night after allegations of sexual abuse that actually surfaced against him. He has been named in the case under Protection of Children from Sexual Offences or the POCSO Act after two teenage girls alleged that they were abused for several years.
The arrest took place late last night at approximately 10:15 p.m. after day-long protests by civil society groups as well as various other organizations across different parts of Karnataka and specifically in the Chitradurga and the Mysuru districts. The delay in investigations in this sensational case had raised questions as the deafening silence across political parties in the state of Karnataka appeared to give an indication that there was a go-slow on the part of the police. Despite being booked under POCSO, the police were seen dragging their feet for over 6 days since the FIR was filed.
So the police exercised extreme caution in view of the law and order situation, barricading the front doors of the Mutt hours before the arrest happened by taking him out through the back door. Now, Times Now has also filed a ground report where the Seer was actually taken into custody. Take a look at this exclusive report, how the sequence plays out when he was arrested.
Well, 6 days after the case was registered in Mysuru against the Seer of the Murugha Mutt, you're seeing the arms of justice catching up on the Seer. After being arrested at about 10 p.m. today, the Seer being brought for a medical examination. The medical examination concluding, you can see the SP of Chitradurga, you can see several senior officials here, moving ahead as now the Seer is being taken to the magistrate, seated right in between there, draped in a white shawl. The Seer was taken for a medical examination and of course now will be taken and produced before a magistrate. More importantly, while we look at the developments that have transpired over the last few days, several questions were asked as to why a special sort of treatment was given to the Seer. Why was the investigation process that's usually followed in other cases, especially connected to, crimes where, minors are involved, why was the Seer given a special sort of a treatment? In fact, after 6 long days, he was finally questioned, whereas the complainants in this particular matter were subjected to multiple rounds of questioning, spot investigations and all other aspects of, the entire process where the police had followed in this particular case. Finally, it seems like somewhere the complainants can at least be rest assured that the investigation will go on and somewhere overall law will catch up with those who are guilty.
Now, the Seer has been sent to judicial custody. The police in Chitradurga have been at the receiving end of a lot of criticism over what has been dubbed as treating the Seer with kid gloves in the build-up to his arrest. Times now finally managed to speak to the Chitradurga SP shortly after the Seer was arrested at about 10:15 last night.